the Washington Redskins. With that, let's get on up to FedEx Field.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Play action. Now it's Lock. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly
I don't want to know.
that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman. Getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third and long, it's Lock. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
Oh, you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
All right. No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
On the double.
Now a play fake, and here's Lock. Now Lock, he lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Ready up. 53, check 53. I'm going to run you over. Hey, high 7. 53, check 53. I'm there.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is Breida. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. The kidder here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Let him know.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football.
They run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The give to Taylor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Taylor, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now, still trailing. Good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Clock now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Weber.
Let's go.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Over the middle, complete. That's Weber. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 6. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 39.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Man, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2nd and 2. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get it.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Here's Locke. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now again, right side. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Breida. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
On, set, 50, plant. 54, line 54. Here we go, D. It's just here.
Clock now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Weber. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that a team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They run with Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third and long, it's locked. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Ready. Check 53. Go. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.